What is up, everybody? Daniel here. I want to talk to you about something that's going on with Harley Davidson. And to be quite honest, there's another topic I want to talk about after that. It's about LEDs, but let's go and talk about Harley Davidson. What the heck's going on? So right now, Harley Davidson is actually having a pretty tough year, and they've been having a few tough years actually. And their sales are down. Their sales are down worldwide and domestically. They're having some issues with the retail side of things. I didn't really know that was a huge portion of their profits. It was the retails, selling the clothing, selling the helmets, licensing deals and all that stuff. Wow, this exhaust is loud. Let's go into the neighborhood so I can talk a little bit better. So yes, the retail sales are down. Their motorcycle sales are actually down too, internationally and domestic. Everything is just down. It's like plummeting. It's not very good. But there were some things that are actually pretty good about Harley, and what's going on is that the whole tax reform in the United States, they went from, I believe, like a 34% tax rate down to 22-ish. So that's going to help out in 2018. That didn't help out in 2017 because it just passed. So Matt Levatich, I believe I am saying that right, he's the CEO, and he's actually commented saying that he's going to be targeting a different demographic. Basically, he's going to be more towards women riders, more towards minorities, people that live in cities, the younger crowd, because I guess, Harley Davidson, the older generations are the ones that have really been buying this stuff, and then the sons and the grandsons and granddaughters and everybody have been just noticing that they want to, get what their grandpa or their grandma were riding. So that's kind of who they're going for, I believe. That cruiser market with this nostalgia and everything, but they're going to be going towards them, that demographic. They're not going for the older generations anymore. And sorry to say, the older generation's dying off. The ones that actually would buy a Harley, year after year after year after year, just getting the new model and stuff like that. So they're going after the younger generation, and what they're actually going to be doing is they're going to be releasing. They say they are. Oh, no outlet. We'll just keep going this way anyways. Go explore. So what they said is that they are projected to release an electric bike with the Harley Davidson within the next 18 months, and they didn't mention if it's the live wire. Oh, I went into neutral accidentally. They didn't mention if it was the live wire that they've been talking about and been basically R&D like this whole time for the past 2-3 years. So there's pictures of it, but I never saw where it said live wire. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But if it's that bike, supposedly it's a really good bike. Can't wait for that to come out and see what that does. So that might be a part of the 50 new models in 5 years, or the 10 or 100 models in 10 years. That might be a part of that. So I'm looking forward to, like I said, there's going to be that Pan America, the Bronx, and the 48X, and I believe those will be Sportsters. So that's also going to be hopefully towards the younger generation. Now, he mentioned how he was going for the city, the younger generation in the city, and that's why they're putting out the electronic bike. But they might be going out with the Bronx. The city Bronx. You know what I mean? So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation going on, but their sales and everything is kind of going down, and they're hoping to recoup some of that stuff. It's not as down as people expected. They expected it to be worse than it is. It's still down, but it's not as bad as it was. So that's kind of a positive in that. But yeah, what do you guys think about Harley Davidson? Do you think they're even relevant anymore? I love my Harley Davidson, but you know what? It's really just the brand name. When you say I love my Harley Davidson, you're saying you love Harley. You're not really saying you love the bike. I love my Sportster. I love what I do with it, but I'm sure there's plenty of other bikes out there that are a lot better. They just don't have that name recognition. All right, let's go into another neighborhood. I'm just riding around. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is LEDs. Now, LEDs on the actual bike, not just like the LED headlight like I have, or LED taillights or turn signals. I'm talking more so like LEDs under the gas tank, the right here, or on the engine or on the fender, just like kind of lighten it up. You ever go to those shows or those like little bike meetups, and there's people out there with like usually baggers. I hate speed bumps, but they usually have like those lights and like music and all that stuff. I'm not talking like to that extreme. I'm not talking like bright green, neon green. That's really good for in daylight. It's very good to see in daylight. That's what I'm kind of going towards, is that LEDs will bring more visibility, and I'm kind of thinking about putting some LEDs on my bike. Nothing flashy, nothing crazy, but more so in the fact that it'll increase my visibility at night. Now during the day, I have a white helmet, and hopefully they can see me with my white on my jacket. Hopefully they can see me, but you know, who knows. So I'm thinking about getting some LEDs. Now I looked up the Arizona revised statutes and what Arizona allows, and you are not allowed to have any color other than amber in the front. So I'm guessing that's why the turn signals up front are an amber looking color, and then you can't have anything other than red in the rear. So you know, brake lights and turn signals and whatnot in the back, or running lights and brake lights in the back. So I need to find what I want to do. Now I'm thinking I would have like maybe some amber lights underneath my gas tank, and then maybe some red lights maybe on the frame in the back. I don't know, like I'm just thinking, so that way I have some more visibility. Now at night, there's been research done that they said that amber is actually very high visibility. It's very visible, there you go, at night. It's like one of the best ones. Same thing with red. During the day it's not. So I mean, like during the day I probably wouldn't be running them, but red and amber are pretty visible. I'm assuming that's why they are on bikes like right now. I mean, that's why I'm assuming that's why they're on the front and in the back. So I'm thinking about doing that. What do you guys think? It's not gonna be for show, it's literally gonna be for visibility. So I need to have at least bright enough to be seen, but I also don't want to go crazy. You know, I don't want to freaking look like a douchebag, you know what I mean? So tell me what you guys think. Should I do that? Should I go for the LEDs? Like I said, there's a bunch of research out there that says that it's going to increase visibility, and I'd like to do that. I have a black bike, mostly black jacket. The white helmet definitely helps, and I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Write in the comments. Now, with all that said, all the topics covered, I would love to thank my Patreon supporters for donating to my, I don't even want to say donating, it's more like supporting this channel, and especially Connor Mercer. He's my first $10 supporter on Patreon, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the Vance and Hines decals that I sent you, and that was just because I want to say thank you. So thank you guys so much, and thanks again, Connor, for supporting this channel. With that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll definitely see you guys on Monday. Well, let's go off-road a little bit. A little bit of rear brake.